Hey guys, Jovan here. So I want to bring you through a demo of JigsawStack. How to get started. We'll try test out one or two APIs, and from there you can integrate it into your tech stack. To get started, just come to the home page. You can take a look at some of the APIs that we have over here. It's all plug and play, so you just get an API key and can interact with every of the API. So create an account. It's a free account. Let's go to the key section. Let's create a new key. You have a secret key and you have a public key. Public keys are great if you want to call the APIs from the front end. It allows you to restrict specific APIs that this key has access to. But for this use case, we're calling it from the back end, so we can create a secret key that has access to all the APIs. So you create generate key. You'll get a key that looks something like this. You go to API references. Here, you can take a look at all the APIs that we have, the structure of the APIs, and some of the parameters that you can use to interact with the APIs. What's interesting is that this documentation is interactive, so you can even call the API from the documentation directly. But in this scenario, I'll just use the tool to call the APIs. So we'll start with the AI scraper. What's interesting about the AI scraper is all you have to do is pass in prompts of the website that you want to scrape, and it automatically extracts the value out. So let's head over here. I have examples already set up. As you can see, I have Amazon.com as a website that we want to scrape. Let me open that up. You can see the prices over here and some of the descriptions and some other values. Now I want to extract the prices from this website and maybe the reviews. I've already pasted in my API key, so it authorizes all API requests. I'll send a request. Now what it does, it opens up the website, understands the underlying code. We have a model that specifically knows how to scrape. So it goes in, it understands the HTML, the CSS, and pulls out data that you need. As you can see, it went in and pulled out the prices that we wanted and all the other prices for different currencies and different variations that you can use. And it's all structured. So if you are integrating this into your backend, you can always rely on a guaranteed structure to use and extract the data that you need. Another variant that we can do is, let's do a popular website like Hacker News, right? The model understands the context of what you're trying to extract. It'll go in and try to extract those values for you. You run the scraping engine. It will go in, scrape the website. It also bypasses a lot of the typical blockers that you would get, and it gets the values that you need. So typically a lot of e-commerce sites tend to block you or use some form of tool to block access to scraping. Another API that you can take a look at is the Vision OCR, where we combine Vision LLMs with OCR. So you have context understanding on extracting any form of document. So let's say we want to extract this passport right over here. Information from it. I can just say, hey, give me the first name, last name, ID, and expiry. Send a request. It goes in, understands the image, it pulls out the information. The thing is, I don't need a specific OCR model just to do passport. Now, if I want to do, let's say, receipts, I can use the same API, pass in the values that I want to extract. I want the brand, the subtotal. I'll send a request. It goes in, it tries to extract those values for you. By understanding the context of what you have passed in, and it got the price. Let's check if the price is correct. So subtotal, yep, 68.06. So even for an unstructured image that is very unclear, it's able to pull out the information that you need using AI. And we also provide you all the structured information that you need to use to integrate to your backend for any use case that you can think of. Heading back to JigsawStack's dashboard, every API request that we just made is being tracked and logged. This allows you to easily debug what's going on, what issues have I faced, how many requests have I made. You can see the link that I passed in, the prompt that I passed in, and the results that you have gotten. And that's consistent across every API. So this gives you consistency across the API to debug and evaluate what is doing bad, what is doing good, and to scale up your product. Heading over to the settings page, you can even add in webhooks for every log. So whenever a request is made, you can call your API to perform an action. Each of the APIs that JigsawStack provides comes together with a custom model built for the API so that you can write a lot less code and extract a lot more value purely by prompting or passing in a set of data. So for example, prediction API, you can pass in a data set and we can predict for the next 5 counts or the next 7 counts using a one-shot prediction model that is really good at doing predictions. Similarly for text to SQL and a bunch of others. See you guys around. Have a good one. Bye-bye.